We have a lot more people that actually do work in here, but essentially what you're looking at is exactly what we have at our other facility. We just have more of it. But each one of these little pods are controller seats, and that's how they control the train movement. So if you look at if you actually look at the screens themselves, you'll see mini versions of what you see up here. So this is what we call a big board. This is our big overview of like how the trains move throughout the system. So all the triangles and numbers are all trains. So that's for all the trains throughout the system. So kind of orient yourself with where you're at. The very top two lines, those are going to be Eastlink. That's opening up on Saturday. Currently they're running some simulated service without passengers. That's up there. These next four, so that one right there and this one, are our current one line that go from Northgate to Inglewood. And so those are all the trains that are currently out there in the system running passes back and forth. We also have cameras in a lot of locations, so tunnels, streets, all that, all the cameras are there. And all the controllers themselves have access to all this at their seats themselves. If you hear any chatter that's currently going on, that's from the radios. That's actual live audio that the controllers are talking to different trains or the trains themselves, whatever. So if you hear anything like that, that's what's currently going on. Yeah, any questions? What you're seeing? Curiosities? Yes?
Yeah, when Linwood opens up, will you need more screens, or are you just going to shrink what's here?
Well, you know, it's going to shrink. There's not area to add more. But yeah, it's one of those things that will make it fit. But I mean, as you can tell, like all that pink right there is all the Eastlink stuff that's not opening. So Eastlink's not fully opening all the way, and that's what all that pink is. So Linwood will open before that, so maybe it'll take its place up there for just a moment. But yeah. And that's kind of fun with this room. So like right here, there's 3 controller spots. We technically have 4 controllers, which is why we're not over here anymore. We've outgrown the space. We have more bodies than we do space. So yes.
What's the best part about working in this department?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. I personally, I've been in light rail for over 10 years. I love trains. I love the fact that I get to control the movement of the trains. It's more than, like, to me, I like it better than being an operator. I just like the aspect of, I get to decide where a train goes, where it goes, when it goes, all that. I think that's pretty cool. It's a unique job. You can't really do much. I mean, there's only a few places in the country that do it. It's not a warehouse light rail, so.
So are you saying that the people here are actually driving the train, the people sitting in the train are not?
No, the people who are in the trains are actually physically moving the trains.
Okay.
But we set the commands for them to do it. So like, a train cannot move from point A to point B without us authorizing it to go. So there's ways that we can actually stop trains from here, but it's a very basic explanation of what happens.
So like if the train is stopped at a station, it can't leave until someone here is told that it's okay to leave, or?
Essentially, at a very basic level, it has to have a route in order to go. And our trains have onboard computer systems that will stop it if it gets too close to other trains or other objects. We can send that same kind of command up here.
Dirty question. Do you guys use block signaling?
No.
Okay.
That is a traditional freight railroad. That's where I came from. I came from a system that did use the block signaling. All of ours are track circuit signaling. So we call it automatic train protection. So everything's controlled by track circuits, not by like signaling stuff. Like the signals have their own like stopover and stuff like that, but it's not the traditional block signaling. I think you would probably find on like Sounder or Amtrak or something like that.
I have
Yeah.
question. Is it hard for engineers to transition from freight line trains to standard one?
Yes, because it's hard for anyone in railroad to switch to different aspects of railroad. So, because every railroad is built specific to the railroad itself. So like Link Light Rail is built specifically to Link Light Rail. I come from a different property. I come from actually from Utah and their light rail system Nothing here is saying that it was that. It's just how railroad works. So it's the same out on the freight side. A lot of freight stuff is built differently than what we have here. So yeah, it's very railroad specific.
So when the tracks change at a place like Northgate, is that automated or are folks at the control center making that switch?
It's a little bit of both. So our trains, our operators on board have a system that they can place a call at a scheduled time point. We can also do it from in here too. They try to automate it as best as they can so the controllers in here aren't constantly having to like route trains. But yeah, either way. Operators have to be, there's certain conditions that have to be met for the operator to call it, but they can't. Yes.
During the peaks, how many trains are running on the one line?
Excellent question. We currently have 14 off peak and we add 3 more, so 7. And that goes from 10-minute to 8-minute service. So if you can see, like right here is Northgate, Ingle Lake. There's, they typically share a platform, so there's, for like a minute or two, there's typically 2 trains on the platform. During peak, there's only 1. So essentially, with the way the headways shift, it will take 2 trains staying on the platform and only have 1 at a time.
Being in light rail is it's a very exciting time for them. Saturday, the East Link Starter Line starts, which is a really big deal. And it goes from Saltville to Griffin Coffee Salon. It's going to be a big deal on Saturday. The opening ceremonies on August 30th. It's the Linwood Link extension is opening from Northgate all the way to Linwood, another huge deal. And then it will be maybe next year, all at the east side will be connected down here. We're all hoping, although bus bridging is going to be interesting on that. And then it's going to be further away after that. So they're going to have a pretty continuous expansion. That's one reason they're no longer here. And we're very much looking forward to the Linwood extension because I will be able to take the light rail into work, although I won't do it every day. And I have the LCC's phone number. If my train is delayed, you'll be hearing about that.